Shakti Shiva Tarot, good morning. Messy hair, cat in the lap. We're doing it though. We're doing it. I figured I'd take advantage while he was in my lap. The gem. Ooh. Gem is adventurous. Ooh, gem. I think gem is outrageous. I don't know, maybe for some of you, you guys know what I'm talking about. Fashion and glitter. Man, I feel like I'm messing up the song completely, but whatever. Gem. You know, Gem was she was kind of like a shapeshifter. She was this just like fashionable, glamorous chick, but when she put on a specific ring, I think it was, she became a rock star, and like the rock star. And then there was like this group that was like the villains that were called the Misfits, and like, we are the Misfits, our songs are better, we are the Misfits, and we're gonna get her. They were always out to get Gem. This is interesting why this is coming up. It's like there was a group of rivals that were just constantly out to dim Gem's light, or to mess up her shows, or to cause some kind of interference. Why? Because the dark side loves to create interference. It loves to keep two beautiful gems that are meant to be together from shining, or let's just say one specific gem from shining on their own. Like if you're just, living life and doing your thing and being single. So yeah, I feel like it's very interesting. There's something about that dynamic. Maybe for some of you guys, you're going through a massive glow up. There could be fashion and jewelry shopping involved. For some of you, this could just be you getting jewelry, getting a ring. Maybe this is an engagement ring for some of you. I'm looking in my room, and over my bed there's like a plethora of rainbow orbs, and it kind of just looks exactly like the rainbow reflections on this card. So let's get into it some more. So Shakti Shiva Tarot, how are you guys doing out there? Swag decided to exit the scene, so I'm going to take my original position. He's so particular. He likes to have the skirt or something on my lap in order to lay down. And anyways. All right, these cards aren't flowing, so we're going to move to the next pile. So, the gem. What is it that it also reminds me of Aladdin. I just saw Aladdin. He was the diamond in the rough. Feminine twin, 6/6, activating higher self. It's interesting because I feel like in the last read that I did, just like the last one that I posted, the masculine twin came up. So 11:11, I am enough, let go of expectations. Interesting. I feel like that's really important for the divine feminine specifically, because I feel like the divine feminine tends to try and fit the twin flame into a mold, into a relationship mold, into a I want you in my life this way type of mold. And I feel like that's really not what the focus is when it comes to your twin. So we have 10:10, practice self-love, nurture your inner child. I think that also came up in the last read. 3/3, soulmate, clearing core wounds. And so I feel like for some of you, there could be a soulmate maybe on the scene or entering the scene that is going to help you clear some core wounds here. I feel like it's for the divine feminine specifically. You're being asked to practice self-love and really get in touch with your inner child. I feel like this is part of the activation of your twin flame frequency, but I feel like you're holding on to some kind of expectation on how this connection should look with your divine counterpart, and I feel like that is kind of holding you back from achieving greatness, is what I just heard. So if you have stopped, okay, if you're a divine feminine out there and you have stopped since your person came in, since a person entered the scene, you have stopped putting your energy towards yourself, towards your projects, towards your career, towards creative things, anything that literally fuels your passion. If you have stopped putting any kind of energy towards those things, towards yourself, taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, taking care of your mind, if your only focus is on your divine masculine, then this message is for you. And I feel like there could be a soulmate entering the scene because and I hate to say it this way, but if this is the way that it's coming up, is you're pushing your twin away by having your constant thoughts on that person. It pushes them away. If we are one energy with our twin, one energy, and my thoughts are constantly on that person, do you see how the energy shifts? One energy. If I bring it back to self, you see how that energy comes towards you? We're here to be neutral. We're here to remain in alignment, right? So there's no push-pull energy between you and your twin. The alignment is within, so that the energy goes inward, and we're creating this swirl of energy going inward. It's not going outward and pushing, or outward and pushing. Trine sextile, there is a beautiful symbiosis trying to happen right now. Something is trying to come together, and it is being magically, it's being cosmically, okay, Neptune, I just saw it. I can't unsee it. This is retrograde, 5th house passion. I just saw it. I talked about it. Did I not? I said, if you had stopped focusing on your passions, your creativities, your self-love, stop focusing on taking care of self, doing what I love, my projects, where my energy is going. If it's only going towards your thoughts of what your twin is doing, and you're monitoring your twin, and you're wondering what they're doing, why they haven't called, who they're with, blah, 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 etc., etc., etc. This is the smoke and mirrors from Neptune. And Neptune is going retrograde here soon. I forget in what sign. Anyways, that doesn't matter. The point is that Neptune has a vision, and it's in connection to your passions. But if you have this tight grip on a specific outcome or expectation, then there is not going to be any action. There won't be any movement towards you. And that's why I feel like it says, let go of expectation. I am enough. You are enough. So if you are having thoughts of your person, it's like, oh, my person just disappeared. They're not speaking. They're not saying anything. They're not making any moves. They're not communicating. Well, it's time to let that go, because the second you stop thinking about it and you start putting that energy towards yourself and towards your passions, motion will happen. Action will happen. It's like, I see it very clearly in my mind, and it seems so simple, but I know it's easier said than done. So just give yourself some grace and know that you are enough. I think that was the main point that I was trying to get to, was know that you are enough. Even if your twin is not communicating with you, even if your twin is at a distance, your worth should not be attached to whether someone comes in, communicates, right? Like, your worth should not be attached to anyone. Taurus continues to come up. My gosh, if you are a Taurus, please drop it in the comments. Let me know where my Tauruses are at, because I feel like, geez, either this is something happened in Taurus season, you have a Taurus, or there's Taurus heavy in you or your person's chart, or a Taurus is about to enter the scene. Structure, but Taurus is definitely, they're not the sign of, well, yeah, I guess they kind of are. Well, no, I would say Capricorn is more the house of structure. They are governed by Saturn. Taurus is governed by Venus. So I feel like Saturn is trying to create structure in your love life. Helping you to cultivate more love. And like Taurus is also the house of creature comforts. You know, they love food, affection, sex. You know, this could be that maybe this is about to enter. If you've been on the if you've been on the empty in that department, then this could be what is about to come in. And maybe it is, ooh, yeah, coming in with a lot of passion. Someone, ooh, yeah. With this sextile, trine energy, passion, and Taurus on the table, I mean, yeah. Ooh. And Mars? Oh my goodness. Somebody thinks about you a lot while they're holding their own, if you know what I mean. They may be alone, but they are not alone in their thoughts. Wow, yeah. A lot of spicy, what the heck? I just heard spicy, dicey energy. I don't say that, all right? I don't say spicy, dicey. Anyways, all right, let's keep going. If there's a vision in mind, and it is connection with another person, and maybe, I don't know, creating long-term stability with this person, maybe even family, making babies. There's a lot of that energy here. So second house, owning North Node, life's purpose. Maybe you are meant to own something together, build something together. Second house, Taurus. Cultivating, owning things, buying property, buying land with your lover, cultivating a long-term passion project, a long-term vision. And maybe the Neptune retrograde is going to reignite some kind of energy towards that future purpose. This is definitely in your future purpose. Like, this is something that you are meant to cultivate in this lifetime. It's a passion project. Get to work, write it down, start journaling. You are about to own something. Maybe this is you, like I said, buying a house, land, property, maybe buying a new car. But this is I feel like this is coming together with a partner, and you guys are going to have a lot of sexy time because you are going to have a lot of time together. Yeah. And so for those of you who are not trying to conceive, wow, stop it. I mean, I'm glad that came out on camera, because it was like this chunk, and they're both together. So for some of you out there who are not already, are going to be like mother and father figures, parents, working towards it, especially, yes, with this sun card here. This is a big yes, but also look at this energy. It always reminds me of the egg meeting the sperm, bro. Like, it's like conception. And this card, it definitely symbolizes baby. The original tarot deck has a baby on a horse, right? So something about creating a family, long-term legacy, partnership. Wow. Oh my, whoa. Yo, for those of you who are not trying to get pregnant, you better protect yourself, because this card also reminds me of the shots fired. This is like somebody wanting to spread their seeds, and it's like, damn, you know, like, look how many times, 8 wands, bam, 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 bam. And I'm not saying the amount of quantity of wands. I'm saying the amount of tries. Like, it's like I said, you guys are going to be busy. Very, very busy. And if you ain't trying to make babies, then, you know, take protection, because you will be very busy shooting shots into the sun, if you know what I mean. Wow. All right, you guys, like that was very heavy energy of making babies. And I feel like this could be the North Node life purpose here. There's, oh my gosh. Oh, wow. No effing way. Like all the cards that symbolize baby, child, like having a child came out. I'm not even kidding you. The Ace of Pentacles, this is also symbolizes a baby, the seed, right? The seed being planted. The Page of Cups also is another card that symbolizes potential birthing of a baby or having a child already conceived. The Sun, once again, another card of conception of babies. The Empress herself. And the Eight of Wands, which to me, like I said, this symbolizes the sperm, okay? So, yeah, 5 cards. Yeah, for some of y'all, get ready. You're about to have an army. All right, I'm leaving it there. Go ahead and ask your yes or no question. That is a no, with the possibility of change if you keep your thoughts positive.